Hey folks, Leon Gregory here, Brookfield, Wisconsin. And tonight I'm going to talk about my observations of the different art forms of blogging. When we first looked at this, blogging scared the heck out of me. And, why was that? Because, well, I sucked in English. I didn't know punctuations and I didn't know if I could write or not. Um, But now that I've been blogging for 7 or 8 months, I've kind of figured out some of this stuff, and what I found, are these different forms of art, different art forms of blogging, and I want to cover like three of them that I know of for sure, and that there may be many more out there, and you're welcome to leave your comments and tell me about the different ways. I'm always willing to learn different forms of art blogging, blogging. One of the first ones I had read about and seen, demonstrations on it is what they call speed blogging, and that's where you go and you copy pictures or quotations or stories written by somebody else, and post them, clip, paste them, clip them, post them, paste them, paste them into your blog, and just make sure that you give credit to the authors who wrote the stuff that you're copying, and then you post your blog. Another way that I found, and these articles I find rather interesting, is the people do like to do a lot of research, and they have to make sure that what they're telling you is true, the facts are there, and they can, somewhat expand on the facts. Not expand them, but be able to tell a better, truer story of what they're writing about. And like I said, those are pretty interesting. And then a third way that I heard about it is, well, you pay somebody else to do the blog for you. And how that works is you find somebody that likes to write, and you give them your ideas for that week, and you pay them, say, like, I don't know, $5 a blog, and they write the blog and post it for you. Um, my art form of blogging, I guess, like I said, we were pretty nervous at first, me especially, not being a writer. I can talk, I've written some speeches to give, at football banquets and that, but that's a lot easier. That was something I knew about. But Dave Wood told us, well, once your first blog should be, why'd you join the Empower Network? I'm like, wow, that's easy enough to do. I can do that pretty good, and so that's I wrote my first blog. Um, and then he told us, well, just tell your story. And I'm like, well, that's not too hard to do, but who the heck is interested in my story? But everybody's got a story, and you should tell your story because there may be people out there. I don't know who I'm going to attract, or if people are going to like me. But one thing I can tell you is I don't do speed blogging, and I don't do a lot of research unless I really have to, and I don't have somebody else write my blogs for me. My blogs all come from my heart. Um, Sometimes I don't know what I'm blogging about till I sit down at the keyboard and I start writing, and somehow inspiration comes through and goes to my fingers, and voila, there's my blog for the night. Um, so it's one thing I can tell you is when you read my blogs, you're reading me, um, and I don't know any other way to be. So, are you interested in blogging yourself? Is that something that's always piqued your interest? Is blogging, telling your story? And that, well, let me tell you, we can provide the blogging platform for you. Our blogging platform is ranked in, in the top 200, I think close to 150. So you have your chances of your blogs appearing in that pretty good. Of course, after one blog, it's not going to show up. It's going to take some content, and but if you think that's something you'd like to do, maybe you just like to write for family and friends. That's always cool. Being able to tell what's going on in your day. You know, and we have other people that blog for business. We have people that, you know, are professional bloggers. You know, they write for their sports teams. They blog for their sports teams or business blogs. I mean, you've seen all kinds of blogs out there. So if this is something you'd like to try, click on my link below in my description and we'll get you started. Just get out your credit debit card and, you know, get signed up and start to tell your story. And I'm sure there's people out there that are interested. So, well, thank you so much for listening to this. Leave any comments. Let me know about any other kinds of art forms of blogging that you know about. I'm always willing to learn since I'm a newbie at this and definitely not a professional. So, like I say, click on the link in my description, leave your comments, um, and I look forward to hearing them, or not hearing them, but seeing them and reading them. And you guys all have a great weekend.